and welcome to the UTEP Library. Now today we're going to show you a special campus organization which we feel is essential to you as a student. Oh, I didn't see you there. Well, you may be wondering how to get to the library's special collections. There are one of two ways, and if you follow me, I can show you the way. Deck 6. Make it so. Here. And here we are.
Almost there.
Well, I'm a student employee. Mostly, I have to take care of the front desk to welcome our guests, our patrons, and I have to make sure that they put their personal belongings in the locker, and make sure that they use pencils to if they wanna take notes. And what else? I reshelve books, and this is pretty much what I do.
The Sonicson, the whole department is named after Dr. C.L. Sonicson, who was a professor here at UTEP.
The Library Special Collections has a lot of different kinds of materials, but I like to tell people that when they think of special collections, they should think of primary sources, because it's where a lot of the primary sources in the library, especially those relating to local history, are located.
And over half of this floor is dedicated to manuscript materials. Those are personal papers, our family papers, our business records, club or organizational records. We even have government records. We have collections of historic photographs and historical maps, and even posters, all kinds of treasures.
We have several book collections, and we try to get books about our area that might be primary sources, for instance, first-person accounts or reproductions of archival material.
It's a place where students who are especially doing regional or local history research, we have materials from northern Mexico and the southwestern United States.
Most of the space that we have is taken up by archival collection.
The library itself has over 1 million volumes, but we have quite a few here, as you can see, and it's growing all the time.
We also have a large collection on military history.
Let us explore the Sonicson Special Collections as we go into the SLA Marshall Military History Collection. Attention!
Welcome to the SLA Marshall Military History section of the Special Collections. Here we can find about 17,000 books, and as you can see, some of the books are so abundant that they have to be stacked on top of the bookshelves themselves. SLA Marshall, fun fact, was a man in the military. He was also a writer, and when he died, he donated his collection to UTEP because he lived in El Paso for much of his early years. All of these are photographs. They can only be handled by the librarians, so make sure you ask before you use them. They also can be dated back from 1870. As well as photographs, there are architectural designs from many architects here in El Paso, as you can see.
We also have a Chicano Studies collection.
Another landmark of the Sonicson Special Collections is the Chicano Studies section, whereas the rest of the collection is centric around the 19th/20th century. This seems to be a more contemporary collection of Chicano Studies.
The library also has a lot of titles for Judaica. It's Jewish studies.
And so we have themed collections on Southwestern history, Chicano studies, art books, Jewish studies, which is called Judaica, is the name of that collection. We have poetry books, and of course we have rare books, which in this room we have many of the rare books.
Up next, we have the Carl Herzog room.
Well, this room has a lot of art history books. It also has books about making books. We also have this printing press, so that kind of goes with the theme of this room. Mainly art students use this room. There's, as you can see, a lot of different shelves of books. Some of the oldest books in here are actually from 1492. The two oldest books in this room are actually in Hebrew and Latin. The Hebrew book is actually binded in silver, silver being nickel.
Most of the books up here are not circulating. We do let people check books out sometimes for short periods of time, for instance, for a class presentation or something like that. But because manuscript materials are often unique and irreplaceable, we don't check those out to people. They all are used here on the 6th floor of the library in the reading room, which is always supervised. And this is just for the protection of the materials, and so they will be available to future researchers.
I hope you'd enjoy this tour of the CL Sonics and Special Collections Department. From Chicano Studies to military history, it has all sorts of interesting things for you to see, be it in your free time or for your favorite class. If you need to get a hold of them, you can contact them at 915-747-5697. More information can also be found at their website at libraryweb.utip.edu/special. Thank you.
It's been a long road getting from there to here. It's been a long time, but my time is finally here.